Whoa, this is insane. That massive raw steel just arrived and there's so much of it. Seriously, all of this will become a crawler excavator. It already looks ridiculously heavy and hard. Look at them stacking everything carefully one by one. It looks calm, but this stuff is extremely heavy. If that slips even a little, yeah, someone's definitely panicking real fast. Wait, they're checking every single piece first? I thought they would just use everything. But nope, not all steel is good enough for a proper crawler excavator build. Now they're measuring everything very precisely. This part feels stressful, honestly. One tiny mistake here and the whole crawler excavator structure could end up completely wrong later on. Yo, that cutting sound is loud and aggressive. They're slicing through thick steel like that. This is where the first real parts of the crawler excavator actually begin forming. They're lifting that piece using a crane, and you can clearly see how insanely heavy it is. If that falls down, yeah, nobody here wants to deal with that situation. Now it goes straight into the furnace. The heat must be absolutely extreme. This is not cooking anything. This is steel being forced into shape for a crawler excavator. Look at that glowing red metal. That is insanely hot, like seriously lava level hot. You definitely do not want to be anywhere near that without serious protection gear. They're pressing it down with huge force, slowly shaping the metal. This part is actually satisfying to watch. You can see the base frame of the crawler excavator forming. Now they cool it down quickly and all that steam comes out. The temperature change is wild, but this makes the crawler excavator structure stronger and more durable. They're grinding the edges now. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want sharp metal everywhere. Safety matters even for something this big and heavy. Now the parts are being arranged together. Finally, it starts looking like something real instead of just random heavy pieces of steel everywhere. Welding sparks are flying everywhere. This looks intense. This is literally what holds the entire crawler excavator together when it's working under heavy pressure later. They check the weld again carefully. Yeah, they're not playing around. One weak spot and the whole structure could fail when the machine is working hard. Drilling holes now. Small step, but super important. Every single bolt needs its perfect place for the crawler excavator to stay solid and safe. The engine mount is going in now. This is where the heart of the crawler excavator will sit later. Yeah, this part is definitely important. They're building the track frame now. Okay, this is getting interesting. The legs of the crawler excavator are finally starting to come together. So many rollers being installed one by one. This looks repetitive, but yeah, every single one of them matters for smooth movement later. That big gear right there looks powerful already. Yeah, that's the main drive that will move the entire crawler excavator forward and backward. Front idler installed, and now the lower structure looks almost complete. It's finally starting to look like a real crawler excavator. That track chain is insanely long and heavy. Connecting all those sections takes real effort. You can already imagine how strong this crawler excavator will be when everything is fully assembled later. They're adjusting the track tension carefully. Yeah, this part matters a lot. Too loose or too tight and the whole crawler excavator could have serious movement problems later. Now they're attaching the track frame to the main body. Finally, it looks like actual legs. The crawler excavator is starting to feel alive at this point. That rotating bearing is going in now. This is what allows the upper body to spin smoothly. Honestly, this mechanism is way cooler than it looks. The upper frame is being lifted into place. Okay, now this is getting serious. The crawler excavator is finally taking its full shape right in front of us. Those massive bolts are being tightened one by one. This looks like serious work. Everything needs to be locked perfectly so nothing shifts when this machine starts operating. The upper platform is installed now. Things are getting more organized. You can see where all the important components of the crawler excavator will sit later. They're welding the cabin base firmly into position. Yeah, this is where the operator will sit, controlling this giant crawler excavator like it's nothing. The fuel tank is being installed carefully. Now we're getting closer to bringing this crawler excavator to life. Everything is slowly coming together piece by piece. Here comes the engine. Wow, that thing looks heavy and powerful. This is the heart of the crawler excavator. Without this, nothing is going to move at all. They're lowering the engine slowly into position. Yeah, this part feels tense. One small mistake here and it could cause serious damage to everything around. Now the engine is being secured tightly with bolts. It has to stay perfectly in place. No movement allowed when the crawler excavator is running later. The radiator is being installed right in front. Yeah, this is important. The engine needs proper cooling or things could overheat really fast. Cooling fan goes in next, working together with the radiator. You can already imagine how hard this crawler excavator will work in extreme conditions later. The air filter is installed. Small part, but very important. Clean air keeps the engine healthy and running smoothly for a long time. Fuel lines are being connected carefully. Now the system is starting to look more complex. Everything needs to be perfectly aligned for proper fuel flow. The hydraulic pump is installed now. This is where the real power comes from. Every movement of the crawler excavator depends on this system. Valves are added to control the hydraulic flow. Yeah, this part is all about precision. Small adjustments make a big difference in movement. Look at all those hydraulic hoses. It looks messy at first, but everything has its place. This is what makes the system work together smoothly. They're tightening every connection carefully. Yeah, no leaks allowed here. Even a small issue could turn into a big problem when this machine is operating. Now they're filling in the hydraulic oil. Yeah, this is basically the blood of the system. Without this, the crawler excavator wouldn't be able to move at all properly. They're checking the pressure very carefully. Everything needs to be just right. Too much or too little could cause serious problems when this crawler excavator starts working later. Whoa, the boom is being lifted into place now. This is the iconic part. You finally see the crawler excavator looking like the real deal. That massive pin is being locked in. Yeah, that thing looks solid. It has to hold under heavy load when the machine starts lifting. Now the arm is attached to the boom. It's getting longer and more complete. The full structure of the crawler excavator is coming together nicely. They're installing the linkage parts now. These small connections actually play a big role in how smoothly everything moves later during operation. The boom cylinder is being installed. This is what gives lifting power. You can already imagine how strong this crawler excavator will be when everything is fully assembled. Now the arm cylinder goes in, more control and movement added. This machine is slowly becoming fully functional step by step. And there it is, the bucket is attached. Finally, the digging tool is in place. Now it really looks like a complete crawler excavator. They're checking all the pins again carefully. Yeah, safety is everything here. Nothing can be loose before testing begins. The cabin is being lifted into position now. This is where the operator will sit, controlling this giant crawler excavator like it's nothing. The operator seat is installed inside. Yeah, even comfort matters, because someone will spend hours inside this machine working on real projects. Control levers are added next. This is where all the movements are controlled. Looks simple, but actually very important for precise operation. Now the dashboard is installed. You can see all the indicators and controls. This machine is starting to feel more advanced and complete. Wiring is being connected everywhere. It looks complicated, but everything has a purpose. All systems need power to function properly. The working lights are installed now. Yeah, this means the crawler excavator can operate even at night or in low visibility conditions. Glass panels are installed carefully, giving the operator clear visibility. Yeah, safety and vision are super important here. The cabin door is attached. Now the operator area is fully enclosed, protected from dust, noise, and harsh working environments. They install the exhaust system. Yeah, this is where that deep engine sound will come from when the crawler excavator is running. Final bolt checks are done carefully again. They're not missing anything. Everything must be perfectly secure before moving to the next stage. Now they're cleaning the entire crawler excavator before painting. Yeah, this part looks simple, but it matters. Any dirt left could ruin the final finish process completely. They start spraying anti-rust coating all over the surface. This is important because this crawler excavator will face harsh environments and needs protection from corrosion over time. Now everything is left to dry for a while. Yeah, patience is needed here. Rushing this step could mess up the entire finishing process later. Here comes the base paint. Wow, now it really looks like a proper crawler excavator. That color instantly makes it
Swing bearing torque looks stable at 1.2 RPM.
Noted. Check the hydraulic pressure readings during deceleration.
Check the tension on the left track. Looks good. We are clear to move out.